Hey, what's good? I hope everyone is doing well. In this video, we'll be playing The Last of Us Part 1 on GTX 1660 Super, and we'll be seeing what settings works the best for this game to get the best possible performance while retaining the best possible visuals on our card. Okay, so let's get to the settings. I even tried to record this game earlier, but it was stuttering a lot. Um, but I don't know. The problem seems to have fixed now. Maybe some patch or something. I don't know, but the problem really seems to have fixed now. Runs really better now. Okay, so we're in the display tab. Everything pretty standard over here. Okay, I'll tell you about the VSync and frame rate cap option, how I'm using it. Uh, since I follow Blurbuster's blog about using the G-Sync properly, so they recommended to turn the in-game VSync off while using the NVIDIA control panel VSync on, and the in-game frame rate cap set to unlocked while using the NVIDIA control panel frame rate cap and set it to three values lower than your monitor's refresh rate. So for an example, I've set it to 162 since I'm using a 165 hertz monitor. So that's how you use it, and as the result, I do feel a subtle smoothness in the gameplay, and which I really liked. So you can try it for yourself, give it a try. And upscaling mode, I would highly recommend to use upscaling mode in this game, because otherwise I always try to avoid it, because I like more detailed picture, at least with the in aspect of the resolution. But AMD FSR2 really works well. Did not see any degradation in terms of graphics, and without it, the game is unplayable. The frame even drops to 40 FPS, so which is super unplayable. So if you would like a normal experience with the game, go with upscaling method. Chromatic aberration off, film grain off, since we would like a more clear picture. Motion blur, I like it, so I've set it on. You can set it to your preference as per your taste. Let's get to the graphics tab. I've set draw distance to the lowest value because it seems to affect the visuals in far distance, and I don't think I care about that a lot. So I chose the lowest setting for this option. Dynamic objects level of detail. Uh, you can see the low looks really flat. Medium looks a lot better, and I even tried to go with the low and tried to see the gameplay, and even it says it affects the GPU majorly. I did not see high performance gain even after using the low setting for this option, so I went with medium. Characters level of detail and environment level of detail, both are set to high because I think both of these options are significant part of visuals, and I did not notice any significant decrease in FPS after using them, so I went with quality over here. Dynamic objects texture quality. You can see low and medium really looks flat, but high gives texture and depth. You can see it. So I went with high, and it doesn't affect performance really. So that's why I went with high. You can see other options over here. Texture filtering extreme, since I always prioritize to get the more cleanest and clear edges. So, and it doesn't affect performance really. Ambient shadows quality, it does affect performance a bit, um, but you can see with ambient shadows off, the game loses the depth. So that's why I went at least for the first option over here, and it really looks a lot better. You can see other settings. Mostly settings over here are set to the lowest value, and watch out for these uh, settings that have the toggle on and off option, because these are most of these are really demanding. Image based lighting, super demanding. That's why I went with off. And all of these really doesn't affect the game a lot in terms of visuals, so the game still looks really fine. Motion blur, since I like motion blur, so I've turned it on. You can set it as per your preference, as per your taste. Okay, so these were the settings. And let's now get to the walkthrough. Really, after using the upscaling method, the game really, you can get a normal game experience with even on our card. So
Damn it. Flame
with
fell down.
and yes, one thing to notice is that please consider that the VRAM usage over here is gets affected by the OBS. If I would turn OBS off, the VRAM usage will be less. You will be able to see it, and there would be an about like 8 to 10 frames increase in the frame rate. So game runs always runs above 60 FPS. Performs really better without OBS. So please consider that.
Be a dear, would you?
I'll get it.
Really, this setting over here, here is a lot of vegetation, and without upscaling, I tried to play it, and it got to even about 40 FPS. So this setting is really demanding. You can see here
Pass it to me.
is a lot of vegetation over here. Super
Bit
demanding.
heavy.
I think I can handle it.
All right.
Okay, now what am I supposed to do?
Get your ass up here.
All right,
Bossy today.
go back to the top.
I'm getting close.
Really, when I first ran the game earlier,
Make sure there ain't any soldiers around.
it was stuttering a lot. I
Clear.
thought maybe
Come on.
I won't be able to get the experience of this game that finally came on PC because of my shitty card. I won't say it's shitty because it is working very well. But yes, with all the custom settings and upscaling method, we have managed to at least make it playable.
Pick up that ammo. I'm sure we'll need it. Hey, little man. Make sure the coast is clear. No soldiers, none of Robert's men, yeah?
You know he's expecting us.
Well, that'll make it more interesting. Good to go. Come on.
Hey, Tess. Hey, pretty lady, how you doing today? I heard you
Not
got
right
some
now,
nuts.
Terrence.
No, it's good. Look, I
Not
got the car.
now. You hear me?
Okay. You can do that.
You touch it, you buy it.
Tess, it's been around. You wanna visit us anymore?
think you're going?
Malik, sit back down.
Oh, sorry, Tess. Didn't realize you two were together. Go ahead.
Who's that?
An old headache. Don't ask.
The game seems to be struggling now. There is some stuttering. I do think maybe it is because of the OBS recorder. Because without it, the game was really working really well, even going above 70 frames. And never dipping below 60.
I'm looking for Robert. You come through here?
Half hour ago. He went back to the wharf. He's there now.
Here we go.
Let us through.
You guys need to turn around and head back if you know what's good for you.
Our beef isn't with you. We just want Robert. You don't want to do this.
Turn the fuck around and leave now.
I'm not going anywhere without Robert.
Bitch, I will bash your skull unless you turn around and get your dumb ass out of here.
Fuck this.
Take cover!
You ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got some action
Get
over
the
here.
angle on them.
Put enemies directly, use the environment to flank them. Okay, so we'll be taking cover. Isn't there option to immediately take cover? Like this principal conviction? I'm out of ammo. Okay, nice.
Nicely done, Texas.
You too. How the hell did he get all these guys?
If Robert's good at one thing, it's writing blank checks. Let's go put an end to that. Here, take care of that wound.
Appreciate it.
Okay, I'll end this video over here because otherwise it would become too long. I hope you found the video useful. Alright.